Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach. Today I want to take a look at some news regarding Square because they're looking like they're getting into the space potentially with Bitcoin and hopefully cryptocurrencies in general. Square may make a hardware wallet for Bitcoin. For those of you who don't know, Square is owned of course by Jack, CEO of course of Twitter. Square may make a Bitcoin hardware wallet, says Jack, in a 13-part Twitter thread which we're going to look at. The executive laid out his thinking for what the device would look like if Square were to release one. It's important for us to build and include a product that brings a non-custodial solution to the global market. To that point, any potential hardware wallet from Square would include some kind of phone integration, an uncompromising focus on mobile interaction is likely to include the most people. At the same time, he acknowledged that your phone can be a significant liability, especially in the context of a crypto wallet. Dorsey also mentions Cash App integration as an obvious inclusion, but notes he's not sure a potential standalone device would necessarily need a small display. If it sounds like Dorsey and Square haven't completely settled on what a mainstream Bitcoin hardware would look like yet, that appears to be the point. If we do it, we would build it entirely in the open, from software to hardware design and in collaboration with the community. While crypto hardware wallets aren't a new idea, we've even seen some blockchain phones. A device from Square could be a major drive on mainstream adoption, particularly now that other financial services companies like Venmo have embraced the technology. This is huge. A hardware device would also make Bitcoin tangible in a way that could help make the concept of cryptocurrencies more understandable to your average consumer. If Square ultimately decides to pursue the idea, Dorsey promised the company would set up Twitter and GitHub accounts dedication to the product to allow people to follow its progress. Now, I'm honestly, even whilst reading this, realizing the fact that I even understand what some of this means that this is definitely going more mainstream, because I am not new. I am new to crypto. I'm very new. And the fact is that I'm seeing all these brands that I'm aware of, right? And it's not a case of like everything that's going on in crypto is jargon to me, which I think if things were less mainstream, I think maybe it would be. That said, I want to have a look at Jack's thread right here. And actually, we're going to do it this way because I don't really... Is there a way to stop the trend? No, there isn't, whatever. Square is considering making a hardware wallet for Bitcoin. If we do it, we would build it entirely in the open, from software to hardware design, and in collaboration with the community. We want to kick off this thinking the right way by sharing some of our guiding principles. Bitcoin is for everyone. It's important to us to build and include a product that brings a non-custodial solution to the global market. Much respect to everyone who has gotten us this far. What are the biggest blockers to get a non-custodial solution to the next 100 million people? 2, no keys, no cheese. The exchange you use to buy your Bitcoin probably attends to your security with good intent, but circumstances may reveal custody actually means IOU. Deciding to take custody and security of your Bitcoin is complicated. What's the number one problem here? 3, custody doesn't have to be all or nothing. We can probably amplify custody through assisted self-custody. Assisted requires great product design, minimal setup time, relying on existing devices, and end-to-end reliability. How should we be thinking about assisted solutions? Well, for most people, access the internet on mobile. Any solution we build must provide an excellent experience when using mobile, despite its shortcomings and liabilities. An uncompromising focus, on mobile interaction is likely to include the most people. What are the dangers here? For most people, access the internet on mobile. Any solution we build must provide an excellent experience when using mobile, despite its shortcomings and liabilities. An uncompromising focus on mobile interaction is likely to include the most people. What are the dangers here? 6, blend availability and security. Make it easy for customers to keep the funds they want quick access to, at their fingertips. Spendable with phone-only permissions while keeping the remainder under tight, less available but more secure controls. What's the right balance? Safety is complicated. For any wallet product, we consider safety failures to stem from one of the 3 types of events: availability failures, sunken gold, security failures, pirated gold, and discretionary actions, confiscated gold. Which threads are we missing? If I'm getting a lot of words wrong here, I do apologize. I've recorded so many videos today, all right? Today's recovery, and I have another hour thing to look at as well after this regarding ECOMI. Today's recovery mechanisms burn money. Customers have to protect recovery information from damage, loss, and theft, and store secrets. In practice, this is not yet mainstream ready. We don't want more passwords on post-its. What best of class solutions should we consider? Are small displays necessary? Expecting mainstream customers to validate details on a small display is unlikely to increase security and likely to reduce device reliability, increase device costs, and decrease accessibility. Is the product better if a display isn't required? Trust can't be required. Today, customers depend heavily on the continued function of infrastructure provided by third parties. We want mainstream customers to be able to lean on us when they want to, but we won't exclude those who don't. How should we think about this flow? Layer 2 is essential for growth. The orders of magnitude growth we imagine requires a mix of custodial, off-chain, and second layer solutions that allow people to get off zero. What tech investments can enable seamless, scalable L2 native support for a hardware wallet? 12. Cash app integration is obvious for us, but not only part of the solution. A smooth experience likely depends on a custom-built app, but it doesn't need to be owned by Square. We can imagine apps that work without Square, and maybe also without permission from Apple and Google. With that, Jesse Doroguska, sorry if I've got your name wrong, I and the team will listen and continue the conversation, and we'll set up a dedicated Twitter and GitHub account if we decide to build. We'll update this thread with that information when we're ready. So yeah, this is Jack going on about it. I mean, to be fair, his literal bio is #Bitcoin, so how surprised can you be? But my question to you is, would you consider using a Square hardware wallet? What is your thoughts on this? Honestly, it sounds interesting. I'm just excited to see mainstream adoption continue and continue and continue. We actually just looked at another article about esports essentially bringing this to the limelight or the spotlight. So honestly, as far as I'm concerned, we all know that essentially the value comes from how many people are adopting, among other things. Follow me on Twitter if you want to keep everything happening on this and everything else, NFT, crypto wise. But with that being said, my camera battery is not going to last all day. I have got another hour thing to look at. So I'm going to wrap it up there, but thanks for watching. Hopefully this was interesting. Let me know in the comments below. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.